Hey guys, welcome to the USyd videos. I'm Amanda. I am currently studying abroad at Sydney, Australia. My program title is called UT in Sydney with TEAN. And I flew into Australia July 15 is when I landed. It took about 27 hours over the span of 3 plane rides to get here. And for my program, we went to Cairns, Australia first, which is up in northern Queensland. And we went and did a whole bunch of trips in Cairns. We went to the Great Barrier Reef. We saw some crocodiles. I went on a waterfall tour. All really fun things.
Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney. Where? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you. P. Sherman 42 Wallaby Way, Sydney.
Hey guys, I just landed in LAX from Chicago, and now I'm waiting to board my flight to Sydney, and I'll go ahead and update you when I get to that airport. Alright, so I just boarded the plane. This is what it looks like. They gave me a pillow and a blanket, and I got a window seat. Alright, so I just got off my flight from LA to Sydney, so I'm currently in Sydney, Australia right now, and I'm waiting for my next and final flight from Sydney to Cairns, where I'll have my teen orientation, and I'll be there for a week, and then I'll come back to Sydney on a flight on Friday. So I'm currently waiting for that flight, and I can't wait. Alright, good morning everyone. So today is my first official day in Cairns, and today we're going to a wildlife park, and then we're going to go on a culture cruise. So at the wildlife park we're going to see crocodiles, koalas, kangaroos, all that cool stuff. And then the culture cruise is going to be through the rainforest, so I'm very excited, and I'll definitely show you guys pictures.
crocodile park, obviously we learned all about crocodiles and what they can do and how they attack and what to do when you encounter one. We were mainly told just to stay away from them, as they can hurt you not only by whipping around their tails and their heads, but obviously their jaws are super strong and powerful. We saw that when they were on the boat trying to grab at the chicken off the pole. We also saw it during the crocodile live show with the death spirals and all that they could do. So really just learning that crocodiles are in the wild here, and that if we do find one, we definitely need to stay away, keep our distance, not go near them, not try and touch them or anything like that.
Basically saying good afternoon and welcome to Monday Out by Country, come with good blessings. So yeah, feel free to grab some smoke on you, then grab some light refreshments there, and I'll have a little yarn with you over here.
During the culture cruise, we learned all about the first people of Australia, the first people who were here before Australia was even founded by England and claimed as England's own. And those were called Aboriginal people. We learned all about their culture, about how the chief leader stuck his wife's femur bone through his nose, about how the women would put these clay markings on their face. We had 5 dots drawn on our foreheads and then a little strip over our nose. We also learned about some of the tools that they used, such as a boomerang and other really cool hunting tools, discipline tools. We also got to hear some songs and some dances while we were there, and we got to do this smoke ceremony, which I showed you guys a video of earlier, and that basically was just for the men to take up smoke on themselves and just kind of show that they're one with nature and one with culture. Hey guys, it's the second day in Australia in Cairns, and today is Coral Reef Day. So we're going to be leaving in an hour, so at 8 a.m. And then we're gonna go head to the Coral Reef, where we're gonna be jumping on and off of a little pontoon boat inside a knitted region, doing snorkeling and just swimming and looking at all the coral and fish. Hey guys, I just got back from the Great Barrier Reef. It was so much fun. So I just did the included in my program package, which is where you go on a pontoon and you do some snorkeling around the coral. There was also a glass bottom boat where I saw some sharks and a turtle and a bunch of fish and coral. It was so pretty. And then we also did a underwater feeding demonstration where we saw them toss a whole bunch of food in, and we got to see some really large fish and some predator fish that they were called. They were pretty big. They were really giant. And yeah,
I snorkeled twice and laid out on the sun deck for a little bit, got some color on me, and then they provided lunch. Lunch was really good. I had this chicken pumpkin penne and some jasmine rice, some fruit, and some bread. So that was really good. And yeah, we were on this boat that took us to a pontoon. It was an 1.5-hour boat ride to the Great Barrier Reef, and it was just really pretty. Highly recommend going to the Great Barrier Reef. Bucket list item for sure. But beware that during the summer and spring is jellyfish season, so definitely don't want to go during that time.
While we were at the Great Barrier Reef, we learned about how the coral is a living organism, how it gets stressed and it bleaches and it becomes super, super light. It's not dead, it's just stressed and more susceptible to damage. We also learned about how hurricanes destroy the coral and how the coral reef is currently growing back from the latest hurricane there. We were also warned that while we were swimming to watch where our feet are, not to mess around with the coral, don't step on it, don't touch it, just, observe it. We don't want to harm the ecosystem that's there. We just want to admire it and learn about it. Hey guys, it's my last day in Cairns. I'm kind of sad, but I'm super excited because I get to go to Sydney now and finally get to see my apartment and my school, and just be able to know where I'll be living for the next remainder of the 5 months. But I never got to talk about what I did yesterday, so I thought I'd do that now. So yesterday I went on the Waterfall Wanderers tour, and basically they just took us to like a whole bunch of different spots around Cairns. Waterfalls, rock slides, like just lakes and stuff. We went to Lake Ichi, jumped off a tree. We went to Milla Milla Falls, swam under the waterfall. We went to Josephine Falls, Belinda Boulder. We got to go to a few lookout points, platypus viewpoints and stuff. We didn't see any platypus, but we saw a lot of turtles, some fish. Just got to swim a whole bunch, go down a bunch of rock slides and stuff, swim around. The water was kind of cold, but it was overall super, super fun. Our tour guide was so funny, played a bunch of jams, switched up the music. It was just overall a really great time. While we were on the waterfall tours, we learned all about animals and plants to stay away from that are in the rainforest. So we learned about this one plant that has a heart-shaped leaf, probably as big as my head, and it's got little fibers on them with hooks at the end that basically when you touch it, it gets into your skin, and these hooks keep it from coming out, and it causes severe pain for weeks on end. We also learned about killer chicken birds called cassowaries. They're about the size of an emu. They're super fast, they have talons, and they have a mighty, mighty kick. They can kill you with one kick or severely injure you for that matter. We were told that if we ever see one, do not go near it. Keep your distance, as again, kind of like the crocodile, you cannot win that fight with a cassowary. They're super, super scary birds. You definitely don't want to tackle. Well, that was my first week in Australia for you and the first USID vlog. Make sure you come back. I'll talk to you later.